Welcome. Welcome to Get Healthy with Lane. I am Lane. I am a health coach, and I am here today to share my game plan. My game plan to logically living a longer, healthier life. Now let's take a logical look at living longer. Now for your evaluation, I have prepared 2 data grids. One on the lifestyle traits and the other on the food intake of the fellow humans on our planet living longer than average and in great health. I did this in a 3-tiered focus. Let me stop here for a second. Here's the quick view, and I'll continue afterwards with my data review. The point of the matter is, if you tweaked in some or more of the lifestyle traits and food intake choices of those blessed with longevity, it could potentially add years of healthy, active living to your life. It could potentially add years of healthy, active living to your life. So here is my worksheet. Print it and work with it. Download it off my website, gethealthywithlane.com. Lean towards health and do it out of self-love. And think of health in an accumulative sense and add some goodness to it. This worksheet is a meal planner for the week with the 5 lifestyle traits to keep in mind as you lean towards health. Socialize. Eating right. Physical activity. Relax time. Sense of purpose. Do it for 30 days and evaluate the benefits to warrant continuing. Lean towards health. So to continue, these data grids have a 3-tiered focus with the blue zones. The blue zones are defined as the 5 regions in the world where the populations are slated to live longer than average and are continually being researched. The 5 blue zones are Loma Linda, California, Nicoya, Costa Rica, Sardinia, Italy, Icaria, Greece, and Okinawa, Japan. Tier 2, the microbiotic lifestyle. Macrobiotics are focused on the balance of yin and yang in all things in your life. It emphasizes the use of fresh local food in season, along with whole grains, beans, nuts, seaweed, and other items. Macrobiotics is associated with Zen Buddhism and has written records by Hippocrates in Greece, dating back to 400 BC. Tier 3, the AYURVEDA health system. To maintain health, the body rhythms and systems have to balance with the rhythms of nature. It is a system of balance within the 5 elements: air, fire, earth, water, ether, and further reflected into the 3 mind-body types called doshas: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. We are all a unique combination of the 3 doshas, and optimum health is a harmonious tridoshic state. Well, I'm here to share my grids with you, my lifestyle grids on the blue zones, macrobiotic lifestyle, AYURVEDA health system, also the food intake of each of the blue zones, the macrobiotic lifestyle, and the AYURVEDA health system. So let's start with the lifestyle traits, starting with the blue zones. They live longer than average. Old and young live in the same household. Very inclusive, family first environment. They get together daily with friends. It's all part of their established social life. And this was surprising. Happy hour daily with friends, drinking wine and laughing, or In the case of Okinawa, Japan, mugwort sake. That was surprising to me. Then when it comes to macrobiotics, enthusiasm for socializing, communal dinners, cooking for healing, because their philosophy is balance and food is thy medicine. When it comes to Ayurveda, the socialization really depends on balance of their doshas. So now when it comes to eating right, which is they all have their philosophy, with the 5 blue zones, all they know is organic. It's either they buy it locally or they garden themselves. Home cooked from scratch. They have a plant-based diet. Each of these blue zones eat about 5% of meat and fish. And I'll tell you, the United States culture, we eat a lot more meat. I eat easily a third meat or fish, which I guess I should reduce and get more plant-based, but that's where I'm at. Local veg, fruit, meat, fish, especially with macrobiotics, because macrobiotics does focus on local, in season. And the backbone is food is thy medicine. And they do cook from scratch, and they look at also a balance of nutrition. With Ayurveda, balancing your doshas to get yourself in a harmony with your tridoshic state. Now, one of the major things for longevity is physical activity. Now, the difference is here versus our lives is they have natural physical activity in their day-to-day lives. Walking, shepherding, walking to a friend's house, walking to the store. Macrobiotics is walking is their everyday activity. Same with Ayurveda. You're walking just to survive, basically. Then also gardening, farming, physical. We don't do much of that. We may do some gardening. I do garden, but it's not really that much activity. But it all helps. When it comes to macrobiotics or Ayurveda, it's definitely a big culture in meditation, yoga, Tai Chi in this case, Pilates, and swimming definitely activates all the muscles in your body. Then down to the next category, relax time. You see nap time right up top? It's a fact that people who nap live years longer. So it's a good time to recharge your brain, recharge your body. A meditation, quiet your mind, get into self-peace. With macrobiotics, consciousness. And same with Ayurveda. Following your faith, praying is important with most cultures. Self-reflection on the Ayurveda health system. And then one thing that really stood out, in the blue zones in particular, was sense of purpose. People, as they're getting older, are feeling important, feeling wanted, feeling needed. They need to help the family. They help the family cooking, gardening, with childcare, with love. It's not as if it's a chore. Whereas with macrobiotics, it's really balance in all things in your life. And then when it comes to Ayurveda, it's really harmony, and you also have the doshas to balance out what your own individual focus should be. It's a very complex system and definitely fascinating, especially going back that far. So as you can see, if you could maybe up your socialization a little bit, a lot of me and my friends, we do this automatically. And this happy hour, I'm good with that. Love it. Eating right, this is where you might have to tweak a bit, because I'm going to say because I want to nudge you to health. Organic, please. Organic, organic, organic. Start cooking. Cooking batches, so you cook for more than one day, so it kind of pays off. I don't really expect a 5% meat fish diet for myself, but increase the plant-based portion, I would say. And go local. Go local, what's in season. That's very helpful. And then when it comes to physical activity, now, we're in a different time. So, if you could get a few friends together, do a walk and talk. My absolute favorite is I have a dog. And I use the dog as an excuse to take him for a walk. And living up here in New England is a beautiful part of the world. Lots of places to take your dog for a walk. So if you can fit a dog into your life, dog walkers and dog owners are healthier because they do walk. We're talking walking here. We're not talking going to the gym. And unless maybe you need to go to the treadmill there, because what we need to do is supplement our physical activity. Because this day and age, we're not cutting it. It's just our conveniences are there. Things are too convenient. So our physical activity is 100 calories. Unless you do something to supplement it. And it's really important. Relax time. I love meditation for inner peace. Can you quiet your mind? And naps, forget a cup of coffee. Close your eyes for 5 minutes. And then follow your faith. If you pray, self-reflection, whatever your individual needs are. And then sense of purpose. I know as a parent it's easy. It's really, I'm here to support my family and try and enjoy life with those around me. Whereas when you're getting older, it's important to have that pinpointed, and maybe you gave your parents or grandparents something to help you with. Because again, we're in different times. And what's kind of sad is the American lifestyle is not to include the old family members and young family members in the same household. It's actually the older family members often go into a home. And if you could do anything to stop that, that would definitely be a positive. So this was my lifestyle grid. I hope you found it somewhat effective. I was really astonished to see what they have in common, because as you could see, if you tweaked a little, get this physical activity going, get your organics going, and then kind of tweak in the rest. You're probably a third of the way there already. So now let's go to the food grid. I love food. So for me, this was a labor of love. I do a lot of beans, and as you can see, among the foods they eat, Sardinia, Italy, Greece, Japan, Costa Rica, chickpeas, fava beans, chickpeas, black-eyed peas. Say in Japan, black beans, soybeans. And as you can see, say Loma Linda, lentils, pinto beans. And then Ayurveda, mung beans. So if you could incorporate beans into your diet, I would just caution you on balance, finding your own balance, because beans have a high carb content, so you want to have it balanced. And then we would go to nuts. As you can see, a lot of these blue zone regions and the macrobiotic lifestyle and Ayurveda health system are actually have nuts involved in their diets. And with nuts, it has a high fat content, so balance it out and definitely fit it into your diet if you can. When I say diet, I mean food consumption. Veggies, veggies, veggies. A lot of these are available to us. Try and incorporate the ones that make the most sense to you, but please, organic, 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 organic. And try something new. For example, if you're not cooking eggplant, try it. Look at Food Network. There's plenty of recipes out there. I have some cooking videos, but I don't have all these. I'm just working on them step by step. Same with fruit. In season, I know here, apples, pears, fall. We really rock that out here in the Northeast. And you can see the warmer climates, different choices. And then when it comes to whole grains, semolina durum, semolina rice. When it comes to whole grains, just be thoughtful. Again, it's something to balance. We get into trouble when we have too many carbs, too much fat. It's balance. It's finding your own balance. And then here's my favorite would be of a local wine, sake, local wine. The highest concentration of male centenarians, local wine. The highest concentration of female centenarians, mugwort sake. I mean, it doesn't have to be no play. That was an eye-opener. I hope you find this useful, and I am looking to nudge you towards health a little more, because if you're a third of the way there, half is right down the road. And I know for myself, I love to go out to eat, but I eat healthy most of the time, so I kind of try and balance it out, and it's finding your own bio-individuality. I would like to hear from you what your thoughts are, if you tried any of these, tweaking them into your life, because it's meaningful to me. Anyway, signing off with love and good vibes. Get healthy with Lane.